Hi, I'm Melanie Poole from Daystar First National Real Estate, and today I'm going to tackle the frequently asked question, that is, what is the difference between all the different kind of inspections that are being done on my home? Now, this is an important question whether you're a tenant or a landlord because it affects both parties, but there's three main inspections we conduct. There's the ingoing conditions report, there's the routine condition reports, and then there is the outgoing conditions report. So the ingoing report is a very detailed report that gets conducted about 1 to 3 days before a tenancy commences. It's where we comment on if the property is reasonably clean, if it's undamaged, and if all the items in the property are working. So when I say it's detailed, I mean we comment in every single room of the property how the floors are, how the walls are, the window furnishings, light fittings, power points. In kitchens and bathrooms, we check all the cupboards, and then we take photos to accompany all these things as well. Regardless of the size of your property, it's quite typical for there to be hundreds of photos to accompany this. Then the tenant gets a copy of this report and they have 7 days to contribute to it. And it's actually really important that they do contribute to it because sometimes there's items you can only see or you only really notice as you live in a property. So then the tenant's got the 7 days to add any of their comments. When that gets dropped off to the office, the property manager will then run their eye over it and see if there's anything that is a cause for concern. And to make sure that we're both on the same page, that we both agree with each other's comments. Then you have routine condition reports. So these are a little bit more general in nature. We're generally looking at the rooms or the house as a whole, as opposed to nitpicking every little item. The purpose of these is to make sure that the property is being well maintained throughout the tenancy. Now in New South Wales, you can do a maximum of 4 of these inspections a year. But you need to do a minimum of 1. At our office, we do offer landlords choice of frequency. So they might choose a 3-monthly inspection, a 6-monthly inspection, or a 9-monthly inspection. We don't offer 12-monthly inspections because a lot can change in that time frame. And so we think it's imperative to managing the property well that we are doing the inspections a bit more frequently than 12 months. So at these inspections, we are looking for maintenance, both on the tenants and the landlord's part. We want to make sure that the tenant is looking after the property and keeping it clean, tidy and damage free, but we also want to make sure the landlord's keeping up their end of the bargain as well and getting any repairs done that might be needed, and that the tenant's reporting those repairs as well, because sometimes tenants don't call up to report issues that they consider to be a minor nature. When we're at the inspection, we can actually see what those issues are and we can tackle them straight away. Finally, we have outgoing condition reports. So these, once again, are equally as detailed as the ingoing, but what we're focusing on is the differences from the ingoing. So this is where we compare the ingoing and the outgoing to make sure the tenant hasn't caused any damage, and it's what determines a bond claim. So if something's dirty that wasn't dirty when the tenant moved in, then we will record that. If there is a damage somewhere that wasn't there when the tenant moved in, we'll take into consideration, is this wear and tear? Is it not wear and tear? If we feel that it exceeds wear and tear, then we might need to look at that as a potential bond claim. It also gives us an opportunity to check if there's anything that just needs fixing from the landlord's end, such as something that is wear and tear. And so we can let the owner know, hey, you might need to get this place painted before a new tenant moves in or something like that. So that's the difference between those 3 condition reports. If you have any questions about any of these, feel free to give me a call. My name's Melanie Poole and I'm from Daystar First National Real Estate.